Mike, obviously, quite the scene post game. You guys get to celebrate. I mean, what's it like, in the course of a long season that in the final game you guys get to kind of go out on this note, before the bowl game, obviously.
Well, this game had a season's worth of excitement in it, and I mean, positive and negative, and some wounds self-inflicted, and some great blows to the other side by our hand too. It was a wild game, and it was a very up and down game, and about the time you thought it couldn't get crazier, it did. So yeah, it was a good game. I think anytime you got all the emotions of the teams in it, and then the stands, have a special level of emotions. I don't know, is there some karma that exists with that makes things erratic? I've always wondered because, historically you see elements of that, not just this game, but it was a good wild game, and both sides let the other side think it was theirs, and then snatched it away a couple times, and then we won. So it was a good deal.
I guess kind of follow up with that, that last play there. What did you see on that 2-point conversion? What do you think Randy saw on it to be able to break it up like that?
Well, I just think he's a big, strong guy, and lives in kind of a world of destruction. And, the biggest thing on a play like that, you want to get upfield, but if you get too far upfield, you'll overrun it. And I try to run plays like that against him all the time. They usually don't work. Part of it is because we line move some, and so whether we see it right away, I mean, we're in position that, hey, there's something there, and so then they pounce on it. The other thing is, he's a big, strong guy that's good at controlling O-linemen, even the best of guys.
Roddy?
Coach, the two running backs, I think, averaged nearly 6 yards a carry. It seemed like the second half you saw something there kind of breaking down the defensive line. How did you feel like the running game helped your offense in the second half?
Well, I thought we pecked away. I thought we should have gotten more the first half than we did. Definitely should have got more than we did. So then it became erratic. So we had some explosives in the run game that were good. I actually felt like he scored that last touchdown. And then I'd like to kind of shore it up, but I thought we hit it hard, and I thought our line stuck in there during some tough situations, which I never cough. You guys know that. I never cough. But that locker room looks like it's on fire right now. It looks like a damn dumpster fire, like, anyway, the rest of whatever you said. All right, go ahead.
Joel, can you speak to your defense? And I had a big 4th-and-2 stop. Of course, Randy there at the end wins the game, but just all night long the defense. Love to speak to their efforts.
I think really it's a strong effort by our defense. Incredible effort by our defense. I thought we were physical on both sides of the ball. I thought we were in pretty good physical shape as offense and defense as far as responding throughout the game. Defensively, some really key stops, some really key plays, key stops defensively that I thought was huge. I thought we let them, you can always be critical, and that's kind of the point is how can you get better, but we could let them chunk away on us a little bit as far as just chunks of yards, but I thought we were good at key situations. They were a really good third down team, and we responded on third down, and then offensively we responded on third down, and then offensively we had about a season worth of mishaps and hung in there and kept our composure and overcame those.
Coach, big game for a lot of these kids, especially the in-state ones. How good does it feel as kind of the head coach to see them hoist that trophy afterwards?
Well, they're pretty cranked up. I mean, they're really cranked up. And then I think that, the better we get, the more we'll be able to hoist trophies. And if And that's all. If that's all it takes, I'm going to invent a trophy for every game, and then so they can try to hoist something up. But no, a lot of enthusiasm, and I think the enthusiasm early on, we were out there trying to do too much, and then I think the enthusiasm later in the game, we played really tough in some really tough situations and responded, and so overall we want to be in a position where we can just control all that and stay even keeled throughout. But it was a great win. It's a tremendous win for our program, tremendous win for our players, and we're really excited about it, and I'm excited for our fans and our players and our coaches and everybody involved, and and all Bulldogs everywhere except maybe some of the Georgia ones.
Coach, you had obviously the offense kind of turned it over some, but how big was that score right before halftime?
I thought it was big. I thought it was kind of a critical point in the game. Part of the reason I think it was because in games like this, and in some situations, you just get in a rut where bad things are happening to you. So we clawed our way out of it. So the first half, I thought our best drive was the first drive and the last drive, and then and so I thought it really did a good job of setting the stage for the second half as far as our guys' mentality and going out there and playing, and then things were erratic for both sides. It was kind of a game of who could respond to adversity the best.
Grace. You mentioned, Karma, how good was it to get this win on their turf?
Who's that?
You mentioned, Karma, how good was it to get this win on their turf?
Oh, it is. It's fun to win here. Yeah, I was here the very first time Ole Miss ever played under the lights. I was here. Texas Tech, Ole Miss, and it was quite a day. It was a fun day. Now it was a wild game too, except it was more running back and forth up and down the field, and Eli Manning, B.J. Simmons, and of course, it's fun to win here. And that night it was total Raider domination, so I was pretty pleased about that too.
Yeah.
Mike, obviously, you've been around the state for a few years now, been in this rivalry. I guess, what does it mean for you to pick up your first win in the Egg Bowl?
Just keep doing it, you just do the best you can. I mean, that's what you do all the time. I mean, there's no real holdback. If there is any holdback, then you're kind of wasting your time. You're not chasing your potential. And then, I can figure, in my case and everybody else's, just go out and do the best you can. And, your best is always enough. That's all you got,
Anything else? All right. Thanks.
Mike.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
In your third shot to finally get that win.
Means everything, like you said, third shot, kind of got tired of losing these guys. Obviously, they're a really, really good football team. I mean, and then I made it a little bit interesting at the end or whatever, but, they're a really, really good football team. I think Coach Kiffin does a tremendous job with their team and how they play and how they prepare. But, like you said, being an in-state kid and being able to get this win, it means everything.
Take us through that play on the goal.
Well, so the first play, they really crashed down. That guy came off the edge really, really hard, and he kind of got the backside of Dylan and pulled him out. So I told Dylan I'm going to read this, and they just peeled or they just scraped with it. So that guy came down, I pulled it, linebacker came over the top, and I was trying to make a play to get in, and I got to do a better job of protecting the football.
You see Ra Thomas wide open down the sideline. Kind of run me through what's the kind of instant reaction to seeing him that open.
Yeah, I told Ra the next time they go man, I'm gonna give you a shot. I could tell that corner was down. I saw him out of the corner of my eye. I knew the play we had on. I saw that corner kind of down, and I knew that if that safety didn't go over the top, then I was going to give my guy a chance. And I think they busted. I don't know if they were in cover 2 or what, but thankfully I saw him and I let it fly.
I guess, this is the final game of the regular season, a lot of highs and lows in the season. What's it like to, have this be the final game of the regular season, have that type of celebration. And what's the locker room like? 'Cause Mike said it was kind of like a fire in there.
Yeah, no, everybody's kind of excited. You know, it's huge to go out like this. I don't think a lot of people understand that. You know, we've had 3 top 10 losses. You know, that 3 out of 4 top 10 losses. You know, we're a team that's won some big games, and you know, this was a huge game for us. You know, Ole Miss, like I said, Ole Miss is a great team. They were ranked in the top 10 earlier. But you know, like I said, to be able to go out with a win against these guys, you know, have a chance to win 9 games, it's huge.
Well, what's to say about this team, man? You know, you talk about there at the goal line. I mean, the defense picks you up there with 2-point conversion
Sheesh.
stop. There at the end of the first half, you lead the drive, you know, down the field, and kind of after they had scored. So y'all kind of picked each other up all night long.
Yeah.
This team, how y'all
I think-
always have a knack to do that.
I mean, I think we're just a group that loves playing together, and you know, we've got several old guys that, you know, this is their 3rd Egg Bowl. You know, this is their 3rd go round against these guys. And then you mentioned the drive before half. I think that was our biggest drive, probably since I've been here, man. You know, I can't remember what happened, but they were up. They scored to go up like 16-7 or something maybe, and you could just kind of feel the momentum start to go their way. But thankfully, we were able to put a drive together, get some easy completions, and then hit the big play down there on the goal line to lose. So, you know, it's a credit to all my receivers, first of all, man, and the offensive line was tremendous. Can't say enough about them. A couple of those sacks were my fault. Those wide end rushers, I need to step up in the pocket a little better, but you know, it feels good to get this one.
Will, last week when we talked to you after the East Tennessee State game, you said that this is anybody's game. It doesn't matter how highly ranked they are. How are you guys able to clear your heads coming into this game to really approach that mindset?
I mean, just kind of play our game. You know, like I said, we're a team that has 3 top 10 losses against some really good football teams. So you know, it wasn't anything we needed to do special or anything like that. But you know, just come in here, do our job, and get the win.
Well, I know there's got to be some back and forth between you and Mingo. What do you think that next conversation is going to be like now that you finally got that motivated?
Probably just talk about the game and you know what we did, what they did, and you know I know he's going to be preparing for the Senior Bowl and things like that. But I mean, I thought he played really well. I mean, I know there was a play where he caught it like 3 yards and ended up getting like 15 yards carrying people. But you know, I can't say enough about him. You know, he's been a friend for a really long time, and he will be for the rest of my life. So I think he'll do really, really well at the next level.
Paul, your last point of grace.
You mentioned the offensive line. Talk about the job that
Albert, yeah,
to come in
ain't no
there
doubt.
in that kind of situation and play well.
Yeah, I mean, to throw a guy like that hasn't played as much over the past 2 years in the biggest game of the year, you know, it says a lot about him. He was a little, I don't want to say rattled, maybe to start off a little bit, but you know, once he settled in, and I told him at halftime, you know, just push that guy wide. I'm gonna step up in the pocket and make a play. So I thought he did a really, really good job for us.
Can we through your emotions when that clock runs out and you finally get to hoist that golden egg up, especially on Ole Miss's turf?
Yeah, no, it's probably my favorite win as of date. So, you know, I'll remember this one for the rest of my life. It feels good, but you know, I'll enjoy it for I guess a week or so, and then we'll find out who we're playing in the bowl game.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet with y'all.
Dookie, I guess could you take us through that last play, that 2-point conversion, what you saw and what it was like, you know, once Randy got in the way and kind of sealed the win for you guys?
Honestly, I was like man on the back. All I remember is seeing the ball on the ground. And when I saw a team get out, I was like, yes. I knew it was sealed then, so yeah.
You guys had, I think, a season high 15 tackles for loss. How are you guys able to slow down their rushing game with 3rd in the nation coming in?
We just harped on like stopping the run big time this week. You know, we had pads on for it at none of the practice that we had. So you know, just coming in, he was saving us for physicalness. We knew we were gonna be a physical run game, and we just held up to it. So.
Look, this one's been a long time coming. How's it feel to hoist that trophy?
I feel good. You know, I played in it last year. We lost that thing, and this year it just felt great to hold it in my hands.
All night long, you guys just picked each other up. Will picked up the defense after Ole Miss scored there in the second quarter. You guys kind of picked him up there 2-point conversion in the end. Just what's that say about this team? Just pick each other up back and forth.
It's just, it's it's a big brotherhood around here. We treat everybody like family, everybody our brother. So, when one thing go wrong, we always right there to pick them up, tell them lean on our shoulders. We got their back, they got our back. So.
What was Zach telling y'all during those 2 timeouts at Ole Miss?
Just be physical, don't let them in the end zone. That's our pride and creed on that. All 11 defenders to the ball, keep them out of the end zone and just finish the game.
What have you learned, in your time at Mississippi State about this rivalry and why, it matters so much for state fans that you guys win this game of all the other games?
I just learned it's a big rivalry, dirty rivalry. I'm just happy to be able to be in this rivalry. I know it's a big thing around Mississippi, Starkville, and all, so it's just an honor.
Can you take us through that final play, kind of what you saw on it?
The specific play right on that 2-point conversion, I was in like a 4-eye inside of the tackle, but he came down and instant rules, get out. As I see him shuffle, it was like we practiced the same play in practice 24/7. Just stuck my hand out, trying to just hit the ball.
I guess what's that feeling like once you broke it up and the win was basically sealed at that point?
I was happy. Last year we had a couple seniors that went out without having that egg bowl at the crib, and it was a hurtful moment for them boys. And to win that, to be a senior, and I don't have to go through that thing, it was just like, man, we here, baby.
You obviously started your career at Central Florida, but you let it be known that you've embraced Mississippi State a good bit these last 2 years. What's it like to finish off your last regular season with a win like that and have a big hand in it?
I wouldn't rather no other way. Bulldogs, Hell State, this is my home. I'm definitely coming back next year, especially for this game. But, as soon as I got here, they embraced me like I was family, from the coaching staff to the screen coach to the equipment room. Everybody just embraced me, and I just worked for this team, and I gave it all for them.
Randy, at the start of the fourth quarter, you had a 3-and-out where Buki got a sack, and you get in, you get a TFL on Jackson Dart. I guess how big was that to just get a 3-and-out after you guys got a 7-minute drive right before that just to get off the field quickly and get your offense back out?
How our offense worked, it was momentum. We fed off them, they energy, like they coming off, them boys trying to get us, like, y'all boy, we got y'all back. So we had to show them, like, we most definitely got y'all back. So we stood on all 10 out there.
How big of an interest was that controlling Dart in the run game? Controlling Dart in the run game, because he's been known to scramble for a while.
Yeah, he a great athlete, and we know what number 4 and the other running backs they got, like, oh yeah, we got to make sure we keep him in the pocket, or we got to make sure we contain that guy. Because if we give him one lane, he gonna take it. So it was most definitely we understood his talents.
What's the scene in the locker room like after that win?
Come join us. You just come join us by that, but it's lit enough right now. It's lit. Everybody in there happy.
Randy, I know you had, you make a big play there at the end. But this rivalry, when you make a big play in a game like that, it kind of lives forever. It'll be shown on highlight reels forever. I know you probably ain't had time to think about that, but what's that mean to you that in 20 years people will be watching that play thinking back about you?
I really didn't think about it yet. You just made me think about it. Actually, I might go crying a little bit, but nah, that's a surreal moment, to just be able to secure that win for my team, my boys, my hometown. Well, yeah, Starkville hometown was like really my second home now, but hey, it's just a great moment.
You mentioned the celebration, I guess. What's it like being able to do it, on their turf and kind of getting a revenge after losing the last couple?
I mean, it feels good, Hey, got our get back, It just feels like it's been a long time coming. We got it though. That's all that matters.
Right? Thank you all.
A chance to celebrate on the field like that, I guess. What's it mean to finally get this Egg Bowl win after a couple of years away from it?
Man, it's been a long ride, bro. I've been here 3 years, and every year we came up short, and to finally get one, man, it felt so good, man. We was up in there going crazy, man. So it's just a great feeling, man. Great feeling.
Came obviously got injured against Kentucky and kind of a struggle coming back. How healthy did you feel going in this game, and how much did it help you sitting out last week?
I wasn't healthy at all, actually. What's it called? It was really a game time decision. It came because I got a little hip pointer on top of my knee not being really healthy. So I was like, for my team, this is a big game. I know I can go and help my team, so I just risked my body. For them, I'd do anything for them. So yeah, man, I wasn't healthy at all.
Dylan, how big was the rushing game, you think, in the second half with both you and Woody? And did you feel like the weather might have played y'all's favor in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we just need to run the ball. You know, that's just what it comes down to. Being able for Coach Leach to trust us to, pick up those hard yards and not get behind the sticks, because we're not the offense. We're not the type of offense to get behind the sticks. So it was definitely good to get the running game going.
Bill, you mentioned, being here 3 years without an Egg Bowl win. Obviously, it's been 3 years for Coach Leach without an Egg Bowl win. I guess, what's it like having a chance to see him celebrate and finally get his first Egg Bowl win as well?
It's great, man, because he gets to dance. So that's funny, and it gives us a great little speech, man. So it was great. I enjoyed it.
Ball.
Tonight in the running game, obviously we started running. You guys started taking over on the ground, but even in the second half, we saw some two-back sets, and we saw Simeon go almost in a wing back.
Yeah.
Talk about those new wrinkles this week.
No, man, we just really went out there and really just tried to execute. Sam did a great job of blocking guys, and he the one that sprung me open on that LA run we had. So it was just us playing and executing as a team, man. Just the same old thing, just doing our job.
You think you scored on that route?
Oh, 100%. 100% scored. I don't know what they did. And then it's crazy because they marked us. I mean, if I didn't score, it was like this close. And then they put us like 2 yards back. I don't know. But, yeah, we definitely scored.
Give any pointers to Will on the next time he keeps the ball and runs out like that?
Oh, my God. I didn't know what to say. I was so sick. No, man, it's okay, man. We won. That's all that matters.
I guess what's kind of going through your mind, that 2-point conversion Ole Miss had, and what's it like when Randy comes through, breaks it up, and you guys basically seal the win at that point?
I was about to have a heart attack because, we were down there on the goal line, and we didn't finish, basically. So when he got that stop, man, it was just a relief from me. So, yeah, man, it was great.
Anything else?